we can solve incomplete quadratic equations quite easily if we just square root both sides. And this means first, in this case, the x variable raised to the power of 2 is already isolated to one side. So we don't have to really move anything around. But if it wasn't, we'd first want to isolate it. Then we would square root both sides. What that would do, that would make this just x over here, because that's the equal factor. And this side would be 4. That's the other equal factor we're looking for. But it's important to know now at this point that these can have two different answers when you square root something. It can be plus or minus 4, and that's how you'd write it. And why is that? Well, when you square root a number, you're looking for two equal factors that equal the radicand. So 4 times 4 equals 16. But you can also write it as negative 4 times negative 4, and that also equals positive 16. Because the two negative signs cancel each other out and makes it a positive number. So in this case, both negative 4 and 4 solve this quadratic equation over here. So whenever you find an answer by square rooting both sides, write the final solution as a plus or minus like this. And when you're checking, you would check both the positive version of that number and the negative version. So let's go ahead and check. So the original equation was x to the second power equals 16. Let's substitute in 4, positive 4. We know already that this is going to become 16, and that equals 16. So that's right. Let's try it when it's a positive or a negative number. Remember, put it in parentheses, so this exponent applies to the negative sign as well. This equals 16. And if you look back up here, we already know that negative 4 multiplied by negative 4 is positive 16. So this is going to check out as well. So remember, you need to write plus or minus.